Hello and welcome to this SDN video. I'm looking to teach you something about how to build a very simple topology in by using Mininet as and OpenDayLight controller, which are actually working on OpenFlow protocol. And by this practice, you learn how to build the simple one, and then you can even extend it to build the more complicated ones. Then you can test how OpenFlow protocol works, and also you can later maybe connect any OpenDaylight management to this solution to like go to another layer of your management, and then you can do more tests, and you can do more like fine tuning on your flow tables, and then on your settings to the network. To do that, I put detailed instruction here. We are looking to actually the one that we do here is something that David Bumble is also did in his labs and his project. So I'm just grasp some of these ideas from him. So I have Mininet, which is our emulator, to build those maybe switches, and then the host computers, and then maybe the open switches, and the host computers. To do that, we need to download a Mininet OVF file. So if you go to this site, then you can find this same exact zip file. And if you unzip it, you have OVF. You don't need to create a VM, just you need to import this virtual appliance. If you go to, for example, VirtualBox, the one that I used, if you import appliance, then you have the Mininet running. For Mininet, login name and password by default is Mininet. Please put the network settings on bridge. Then you have internet in that machine. And also, if you look at the IP address is in the range of your host computer because it's bridged to your computer. And remember that bridge should be to a network card which has internet access, right? Maybe you have some internal networks, some public networks. So we are looking to connect to public network, which is our internet. So Mininet is ready, and then later we use that one. For OpenDayLight, for the controller, we need to download a desktop Ubuntu image. I prefer going to install this 20.04 distribution. And why? Because the latest one, I had some issues, right, working with them. So this is the one that it worked for me perfectly. So I've downloaded the image, the ISO image from this Ubuntu download page, and then you can find 20.04 TLS desktop version. And then I just go with all like default options, and I install it, and it's ready to go. Again, the network on this one is also on bridge. So the good point is that when they are on bridge, then they can easily first talk to each other, and then also they have access to internet, right? So let's see. On this one, so I have to install hopefully that right, the net tools. So this is the password. Okay, and then so it installed, so I guess we have also access to internet hopefully. And if you look at the IP address, it should be in the range. As I remember, I put it on bridge, and if not, so this is 10 It seems it is still on NAT. Let me check. For Ubuntu, and then let's go to network. Yeah, it's still on NAT, right? It should be on bridge and on my Wi-Fi adapter, the one that has internet, right? Then if you come back, then you should see after a while, it takes time. So it's now the IP is gone, right? And now it's now gets the new IP address, and this is the one that is in the range of Mininet and also my host computer. And I guess if you go to Google, right, maybe com or whatever CA, then you have access to internet. We had access to internet to install that net tools because it was on NAT, but because I need access to Mininet, so I put both of them on bridge. So Ubuntu is also ready, and Mininet is ready. Now the next step is to go and install some features on this controller. Before that, it's good to set. Actually, we need to go to this install OpenDayLight, right? So let's do that and then set some Java Home because we need that. So let's go to download this OpenDaylight distribution because we have access to the internet here. So we can go maybe to Firefox here, and then we can go to the same place here, the Nexus one. So I will put the address for you in the comments. So hopefully you can go to the same place. I'm not sure if I can paste something here. I'm sure. If not, then what I do, I will share a folder. So I cannot do it right now. I can share a folder with this VM, and then I will download this distribution caref zip file, and I will share it with my VM. So I'm going on pause. I do that and then come back to show you what's the next step. All right, what I did, I shared the folder just to show you quick what I did. This is a global folder, so you can go here, add a folder, put a name, put the path on your POS machine, put a name for that, for the mount point, leave it blank and go with auto mount, and then you can go with oh, and then OK, right? When you do that, then you can find the folder in media. You can see here media/sf Ubuntu, and then remember to have this folder here. You need to install also. If you go to devices, then if you go to insert guest addition, see the image, you need to install these images, these additional features, then you are able to see this share folder. And if you have any issue accessing the folder, you need to add your username to the group that has permission to see the share folder, right? Then if you do that, then you have access to, this is the distribution, the caref distribution that I've downloaded already. So where is that? It's here. I can show you where is that. I went to the same address that I showed you, and then this is the one that I'm looking for, the distribution for that OpenDayLight. So I've downloaded this one. I share this one in a folder with Ubuntu, and you can see the file is here. All right, I put it in home, right? I put it in home. The file is in share folder. I also copied it in home. Then it's easier for me to go ahead later and then work with that, right? So it's there. The file is there now. So it's ready to go to the next step. Okay. So before going to next step, just to show you what is the right command. This is the command that I use to add, actually to change the user. Just right. I put the current user into a group, and then that group it has a permission to open the shared folder, right? So this is the one that you need after installing those additional features. Then go to this one, reboot your VM, and then you have access to the shared folder. Okay. Now it's time to go to a next step, and next step is to unzip the file, right? So we can go to here, we can say unzip, and then this is the distribution, right? So I will pause, and maybe it goes fast. Yeah, it's done. Okay, good. So it's done. Should be okay. Let's see. Let's go to the next step, which is running OpenDaylight, right? But before that, let's set this Java home, because sometimes it needs to have access to Java to run that one. You can do it right now here, but it's better to do it permanently, right? So set Java home permanently by using these instructions. All right, let's see. This bash file is a hidden file, right? So we can edit that one. We can go to nano bash rc. Then let's go all the way down to this file, and then you need to type these two lines at the end of this file, right? So I will do that. Alright, so I type this one. Let's Control X, close it, save it, and done, right? Now let's come back. So OpenDaylight is now ready, and we unzip that one, and let's run it, and let's see what happens. So this caref is we can run the controller by running this command. So let me see, the bash is no such file or directory is here. I guess I did the unzip file here on this folder correctly. So caref, let me check. Maybe I need to check the installation file. Let me check and come back to you to see what is the issue. Alright, so I guess the issue is that I should. Alright, so I did the reset on VM, and also what I do here, I'm going to install this Java, right? So let's go to install. Again, I guess this should be okay, but let me install that open JDK. So this is 8, and then JDK. Okay, so it should be there already, the newest version. Okay, good. And then let's go to run this bin caref, and this time let's use sudo also. And it seems now that issue is done. So let's go to here. We can go to view scale mode, and then it scale it. I guess it's easier to see what's going on. Let's go to terminal again. Okay, so we can see that OpenDayLight is running, right? So this is OpenDayLight, controller is running, and now it's time to add these features, right? And to add the features, we can go to feature install. So feature install, right? Sorry, feature colon install, and then we should go to ODL, the first one, ODL Deluxe, and then core, ODL Deluxe core. So this should be done. Takes time, right? So we need to add all these features. So again, I'm going to like pause the video. I install all of these features by using this feature color install, right? And then come back to continue. Okay, so I installed everything, and then now I'll check the network setting to be sure it's on bridge, and then we can go to a browser, maybe on your host machine, and then you can open the GUI interface, by going to port 8081. So let me do that. Let's first grab the IP address here so I can go and open another terminal. I need another terminal, so why didn't open it? So I can maybe add it from here. So if config if config. So this is 4.78. So I go to open a new tab here. So let me bring it here to type it and then show you. So this is 192.168.4.78 port 8181. Dot 4.78 port 8181. 192.168.4.78, and then it should be HTTP. Okay, let me see if I have ping from my host device to this one. 192.168.4.78. Yeah, the ping works fine. Let's see, the controller is working fine, should be okay. And then let's do something. Let's restart the VM. I guess after installing these features, it's good to restart the VM and then connect to the GUI. So let's do that. Let's restart the VM and then continue. Okay, so I did a restart, and then so I just run the controller again, and then the IP address is 4.78, and I opened browser on my computer on host, right, host machine. I put the the IP address here, port 8081, and the index.html, and then I have this login page. For OpenDaylight, I guess the password and user by default is admin, so it should be admin. Okay, we are now in that controller, right? So everything is okay, and then we can go to here, topology, go to menu, topology, then there is nothing here already. So controller doesn't have any topology right now. Now let's leave this one And let's go to next step, which is connect Mininet and controller. So let's go with Mininet. So where is my Mininet? Mininet is here. It's running, right? And then I open party. So during a party, I put the IP address here, 192.168.4.76. Sorry, the window opens here. Then Mininet and Mini then a passport. I'm here. Now, I have a party connected to Mininet, right? And now I'm going to run this command. So while I'm typing the command, I'm telling you what is that, right? So, let me get later here. That's good. Now, what it does, this command is Mininet, right? So sudo Mininet is Mininet. It goes to connect Mininet to controller. So it said that the controller is a remote one, and then it said that the IP address for the controller is let's check what was that. This one is that 4.78. So let's go to party. Where is party? 192.168.4.78. 92.168.4.78. And then we can say I'm looking for a topology, a linear topology by two computers. And then for the switch, I'm looking for the open VSK, right? And then the protocol is OpenFlow 1.3, and that's it, right? If I entered everything correctly, okay, now you can see that there's a creating network. There are two hosts, H1 and H2, and then there are two switches, and then if I go to ping all, then they ping these hosts from each other, and then the result should be 0% drop. So it seems everything is good. Now if I come back to my controller here, and if I reload, then I can see there are two OpenFlow switches, and there are two computers are in this linear. They are actually connected together in a linear form. And now this is my first very simple topology by using Mininet connected to OpenDayLight controller. And then you saw how can you create your first software-defined network. I hope you enjoyed this video. I put the instructions, the commands, and then whatever I can in the command part of this video. Good luck. Thank you.